Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Music. Oh. Music makes me lose control. Okay. Hi everybody. How are we doing? Okay. So the two of you, Jacob and Nicholas. So we are bodies in the water. I don't know what Ashley Phoenix is talking about. So you guys were going to the showcasing of the city, right? It's like an opportunity for you to kind of like walk around the city, see what's interesting there, them showcase like the different bits of history, blah, 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 right? It's kind of like more or less just saying, yeah, I brought measuring tape. You didn't? You know, that sort of a scenario. That's what it's designed to be on the face of it. However, who did you guys bring for advisors?
Zara.
I brought Aurorum, and I sent for the what's her name, Misumi.
That is right. We have to have a conversation with Misumi. So we're actually going to say Misumi was quite busy and not able to come to you last night as much as you were like. She was like busy.
That's very strange, as it's my granddaughter, and you're making it really awkward.
Wait, Misumi?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, isn't this what's her name's mom?
Pete's mom.
Pete's mom.
Yeah, Pete's my great grandson. Assume he's Pete's mom.
Oh.
You see the link? So you see what this is?
I was thinking Pete was like son, and Misumi was like, "Hey, daddy."
Yeah, Scott, that's kind of weird.
Instead of "Hey, daddy," it's "Hi, grandfather."
Yeah, that's it.
Oh God.
You are from the deep south.
Hey, yo, no, not true. Not from the deep south. Not on any map you look at. Okay. That is like one state below me.
Oh, are you north or south?
North. I'm North Carolina.
Oh yeah, you got a couple states. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, it's, you get Georgia and South Carolina. That's when you're kind of hitting it.
Yeah. You got Georgia and the Panhandle. Those are the areas. I don't even think South Carolina's that bad. And I listen.
It is.
Okay. Never
But you
mind.
do realize, like,
It touches Tennessee. I get it.
No, North Carolina touches Tennessee. South Carolina doesn't.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's all those other big states next to it, like Mississippi and whatnot.
South Carolina was the first one.
Along that line.
Louisiana,
It was the first.
It was the first one to secede.
South Carolina was.
Yes.
There you go.
So,
That's where Burned Orb is from. That's right, South Carolina. That's why he's so angry all the time.
True.
He's from South Carolina. He's just always so angry. It's like, oh, I get it. All right. So, anyways, you are calling to your granddaughter, which I thought I remembered her personality, but now I'm genuinely, where is she again? Or maybe I'm just remembering a picture.
Yeah, you're remembering the picture.
I'm remembering a picture and I'm thinking Jake, and I was putting two and two together.
Wait, were you? Were you putting two and two together?
You know what I mean. I'm trying to find her now. Wait, here? There you are. I actually have to double check this now because I had an idea in my head. But now I have to, what?
Let me guess, it doesn't really work anymore.
Oh, that's funny. I accidentally put it on the map. Are you guys on the map layer? No, you guys are over. You are now. I accidentally put her on the map. There you go.
Map layer.
You see now?
That picture.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about, Nick?
I understand that picture now. I was showed it at one point. You posted it in the chat and I deleted it and I was very confused.
All right, now give me a moment to recalibrate my brain because I totally was supposed to go down one path that I am not going down. Okay.
I wonder why.
I will definitely read that description. Okay, one second. Literally says several paragraphs down, but the first 4 words are Misumi is the granddaughter, and continues, of Varix, the mother of Pete.
See what I'm saying, Steve? This is not on me. All right. Just let that be known.
Jesus, this is way darker than I remembered.
Yeah, you didn't really read it last time. You just
No.
looked at it and you're like, ha!
Jesus fuck. Okay. My apologies. Brain recalibrated. We're good to go,
Thanks,
boys.
Joey, for most of that. He did a good job.
Well, you know, Joey likes to write fanfic. You know what I mean? Joey's sitting there and he's just like, yeah, do it. All right. So anyways, all right. Anyways, so yeah, she, Masumi's going to meet with you again, not the night, not the evening beforehand because she was occupied handling the situation. She'll meet with you the next morning. But it's one of those things where you're actually woken up early in the morning, earlier than you would like, with like a on your door. I imagine you're not very happy about being woken up early in the morning.
Yeah, you know, I'm old.
What does that mean? You're already awake because you went to bed at 6 p.m. and woke up at 4 a.m. Right?
Yep. So I'm well into my day at this point.
Right? It's like pre-dawn. He's like,
I'm ready for
finally.
lunch.
Right? It's funny.
Already gone looking for the early bird special down on Main Street.
I was like, you're the person that shows up at like, 8:30 complaining with the waitress that they're not serving BLTs yet. Like, all right. So anyways, all right. So, was that what your grandparents were like? I'm just going to assume yes. So, you knock on the door and so, you'll go over and answer. Are you a early go to bed or early waker upper, Jake? Just because that was never defined before.
He probably wakes. Yeah, I'd say he wakes up early. Makes sense.
Okay, cool. So, you'd go over and open the door, just kind of like grab the handle and swing it open, sort of a situation. And there you would see her sitting there. Masumi. She, of course, is dressed to the nines, being the person she is, having the assets that she has, like the talents and whatnot that she has as a informant and whatnot. She's always dressed to impress because she's somebody that deals with the rulers of the northern clans often. So to describe her for chat, Masumi stands at 5'8" in height, which, by the way, remember, for a Karak is very tall, right? But she's not properly a Karak; she's a Quark. So quarter orc. Masumi stands at 5'8" in height and has an hourglass body. Joey wrote this. She has long and smooth jet black hair and tan skin. Her one eye is lilac, while the other is covered by an eye patch. Dressed in a kimono, she wears her clan's colors, and on her feet she wears stilettos. On her back she has a tattoo of the symbol of Clan Densho. She, of course, is somebody who is both capable in the courts and on the field of battle. She is equally devious with a blade in her tongue, right? So she stands there before you, and again, this is just she's somebody with a very strong killer instinct, right? So you open up the door and you see her standing there, and the first thing that happens when you open up the door and she sees it you is she says, "Grandfather," but in Karuk, which is probably a word like gakak,
Mm-hmm.
And so she says, "Grandfather," and she actually quickly takes like a step and a half forward and gives you a hug, because it's been a hot minute since she actually seen you.
Yeah. She hugs him and he kind of takes a step back and he kind of grabs her by the face. and he says, "You've gotten old." And then he like moves. Actually, no, he won't. He won't do that. He just says, "You've gotten old."
Oh wow. He like grabs her by the chin.
Yep.
Gotten old. And she's like, "You're not exactly young yourself there, Grandpa."
Yeah. Tell me about it. Well, we've finally made it here.
She says, "It took you a few years."
Well, I did leave you here.
Yes, but this is the first time that you've been properly invited to the ball, isn't it?
It is.
Sorry, you kind of pissed me off at your opening comment there. I will try to take it down a notch, Warlord. The are you prepared for the going in the streets later?
No, that's why I have summoned you. I am not sure what is expected of me, and I don't fit in here.
She nods and says, "It's the whole thing is a charade. It's a showcase. It's to make sure you know your place as one of the Southern clans. They walk you through to show you the majesty of how wonderful the Northern clans are, so you can grovel at their feet and start deciding how it is you're going to suck up to them and beg for whatever scraps they're willing to toss you off the side of their table. It's nauseating. It's delightful."
See. So, the parade today.
Yeah, it's a
What does
waste
that
of time. Any information they're going to tell you during the parade, just completely ignore it. It's half the time the stories are trussed up to be way more than the actual details. The actual details, of course, being way more sinister, way more interesting, but also not exactly what they're trying to put their strong foot forward in. Yeah? So let's talk about what the actual purpose of this day is for you, Grandfather. I heard, by the way, that you were traveling with 2 other clans. You couldn't even get your own invitation? She says, but this time with a more coy and playful smile, calling back to the fact that she snapped back at you a minute ago.
He says, "Yes, and one of the warlords is where I've stationed your son, Pete. You should meet Jado Tessel. Tell me what you think of him."
She nods and says, Shadow Tessel. That's the one that got given the not so nice place, right? Hey, Will, my brother, I'm sending you a link of who Jake's talking to. That link is so fucking long. I think it didn't work. It's easy to get in copy and paste correctly because there's a question mark inside the link. But if you copy and paste that as opposed to click on it, Will, you should be fine. Anyways, continuing, she says the one that's inside the not so nice room, correct? And you said yes. She says, I don't know if I have too much of an interest in meeting with him, but what my son does is to find his own place.
Yes, well, you go where I tell him to go, as will you.
He's a loyal boy, isn't he? She says, talking over that last part.
He is. You've been here for many years. But, and this is where he moves her hair to the side and pulls up her eye patch, and there's like, she has a missing eye. He says, "Don't forget where you came from."
She says, I never forget anything. Including
No, you don't.
the reason why you're here today. So, and she kind of like, pulls it back.
Yeah.
She says, why don't we go over those details? While the walks are happening through the streets and you have to go traipsing about, it's an opportunity to have side conversations with some of the other clans that are here. Not with any of the northern clans, but the southern ones. It's an opportunity to meet with them where others aren't going to be paying as much attention. You have to understand, most southern clans are going to be taking the opportunity to lick the boots of the northern ones. They're going to be trying to effectively take down details as best as they're shitty memories will allow them to do, so that they can expect to pass some sort of test later on. If you can convince one of these sycophants to speak with you instead, you can maybe take the opportunity to gain some information, make some deals, without ears listening too closely.
See. You escorting anyone?
Actually, I am.
Yes, well, you are. Myself. You'll be accompanying me.
Excuse me?
Yes, I'm out of my depth here.
You said what?
I'm out of my depth.
Oh. She stops and kind of like leans back, like falls back on her heels, and she goes to like a thinking face. It's kind of like a little bit of a pout for her, as she like contemplates for a moment, and she says, "I was sitting here thinking that I had done good, but now I'm concerned that you've gone and disrupted my plans. Let's see who amongst us is better at planning." I was originally planning on traveling with clan I said Yakitori. Tang Chang.
That's where we came from, isn't it?
Tang Chang is the clan that tried to kill you before. Right? Did I say it wrong?
You talking about Zing Quinn or
Zing Quinn. Zing Quinn. Zing Quinn. It's just I have my map is somewhat shadowed. She said Zing Quinn.
Zing Quinn. How did you manage that? There's no secret, you and I. You're my family. You have our symbol tattooed on your back.
Mm-hmm.
No, they tried to kill me not too long ago.
Yes, well, it's also known fairly well that you're an asshole. So, that's something that can be played in my favor, as I would certainly have much more access to you than many others would. I mean, certainly, Grandfather, if someone was looking to kill you, this almost seems like a perfect opportunity. I mean, a little bit of
that's why I put you here. I have no issue with following your lead. However, at the main event, I will require you.
What if I'm still entangled? Shall I disentangle myself?
Use your own judgment. If you think I can manage without offending the wrong people, or you're getting some very good intel. We plan to bring up the fact that the northern clans have not done anything in regards to those that have broken their law and trying to kill us.
I'm very familiar. Pete had said something about this before. He was following it when he was still here before he went to join Clan Shadow.
Close enough.
Yeah.
So, have you heard anything?
Oh, I haven't looked into it.
Okay. Well, see what information you can get. From Zing Quinn. Who is the warlord of Zing Quinn, by the way? A woman, isn't it?
Yeah. It's Dura, right?
I don't think he ever gave us it. I have it written that she's a strategist,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
Yeah, Warlord Dura. Anyways, so she says, well, if and when I disentangle myself, Shall it be neat or messy?
I don't play these games. This is your game. It's what you're good at. What do you think will benefit Clan Densho more? And do that.
Would benefit Clan Densho more is to have expanded a little bit greater in the amount of time that's it's existed. What could benefit Clan Densho more is well, not being almost assassinated by a buffoon. What could benefit Clan Densho more is perhaps bringing your own +1 to the gala so that you don't have others who are already working on other details being pulled from these very long and tedious planned out agendas to satisfy your whims.
Well, Miss Sumi, maybe you're right. But one thing I was going to wait to tell you. When we leave here, you'll be coming with us.
No.
Yes.
Do you even have baths down there?
No. I mean, people bathe, sure. We don't have public bathhouses.
You must be joking with me.
I'm not. Like you have just told me, there are many things that I'm not doing that I could be doing. And those that I have by my side seem to have missed a few. So your expertise will be very much appreciated. You'll be given a lot of freedom. But you will be making us better, like you have said. So make
like
yourself
to-
useful while you're still here.
I would like to reapproach this conversation at a later date. But in the meanwhile, just think about how many pints of blood you want spilled to change your mind.
We both know you're good at that.
Yeah, but I'm also good at that where I can wash my hands afterwards.
You have a job to do here and now. Accompany Zing Quinn. If I need you, I'll call for you. I'll try and navigate this by myself then.
If you do wish to speak to Zing Quinn during this time, I can excuse myself. I'll find an opportunity somewhere during the walk, or I'll separate myself from them to go and speak with others, friends, whatever it might be. And you can have that opportunity to speak with them, or leave the opportunity. It's not entirely necessary.
Should I bring my +1 to that meeting? And he goes over and he gets his quarterstaff with Fauquois Zinquine's skull on it with his onyx eyes. He says, should I bring Fauquois?
I mean, it looks good. It was made well,
It does,
whatever that
doesn't
is. Yeah. Actually, it complements, like, it's the height's perfect. It actually, the way that your hand's resting on it really squares off your shoulders. It almost hides the kind of like the worn look in your eyes with how like squared off you are. It's nice.
I'll take that as a yes.
And she says, well, unless you needed anything else, grandfather.
No. You are free to finish up whatever you need to do in the city, as well as learn much from Zinquin. I'll see you soon.
You're finishing up. Comment did not go over her head. That more or less it means because you're leaving soon. And she's just like, her face like drops. The door will shut with a little bit of a snap.
Mhm.
And she'll turn and walk away. Anyways, so she goes to leave. Nick, your morning. It is already time. You get up, you have breakfast, you meet with Zora or Zorro. And she says, using along the lines of, I'm excited to see the city.
Yes.
And that was literally the conversation. So, a couple hours pass. You guys are actually going to meet with all the others to actually go walking through the city. I'm not going to sit here and describe everything. You've heard the descriptions before about how ostentatious parts of this area are and how built up it is, and the fact that it was a former city that belonged to the Dale lands, however long ago.
I thought we weren't going to do this.
Yeah, I guess that's about as much as I'm going, right? So you're walking through the place with them describing like all the different important feats to you, et cetera, et cetera. But before you do that, the two of you actually have a moment that if you wanted to speak kind of like as an aside before like the tour parade, whatever you want to call it, starts. Do the two of you choose to have a an aside?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanna.
Well, we're expecting Shado too, are we not?
This is drool. No. Shado actually sent you word that he unfortunately cannot join you because of blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so he did let us know though.
Yes, he did inform you.
That's-
That he would not go without informing unless it was like dire.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yes. At least we won't look soft as we march through the city.
That's your boy.
1v1 me, mate.
Huh?
1v1 me, mate. See how well that goes.
Okay.
1v1 includes his aide de camps.
Yes. Am I mount?
I disagree.
Class versus class, son.
Did I say class 1v1? I said a 1v1, okay?
I mean, I'd meet up with Naran. Just kind of give you the rundown of what I found out. This is, as you probably expected, mostly for show, and there's nothing really of any interest to us today. I was told that a lot of the clans would be trying to suck up to the northern ones, specifically now. But if we wanted, we could try and speak to some of the others, seeing if we can get anything going. I know that you're looking here trade-wise, the wood that comes from Eldamar might not be an opportunity to miss. While one of the other, while they're climbing over each other to kiss the feet of the north, we can see who may be a little like-minded.
It would be worth the effort. Although I feel like we're already walking into a disadvantageous situation where most of the way the wind is going to blow has already been preordained, but we should try to maneuver the best we can regardless.
I agree. I hear you're staying with Zinquin. Have you came across them yet?
I've come across some of their lapdogs. Or was it the Zinquin ones that were standing out there, or the ones that were Not Zinquin. Yeah, it was the Zinquin people playing the board games right outside the inn, correct?
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I saw their lap dogs.
They haven't shown themselves to you though.
No, they try to sneer and look down, but it just shows how weak their position is.
Yes, well, they tend to do things from the shadows, don't they?
As the weak normally do.
All right, well, let the parade begin.
Sweet.
All right, cool. So while you guys are like walking around and whatnot, as we said beforehand, you're gonna want to see if you can find people that are actually interested in like chatting with you, getting to know you, so on and so forth. That aren't just sitting there and going, to the other clans, right? So what you're gonna want to do is go ahead and roll sense motive to try to get a judge of them, and then if you follow up that sense motive with a knowledge warlords. So you look like you're asking? You're raising your hand?
No, I was just reading something.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I move a lot when I'm thinking.
No, you're cool. Not like cool. You know what I mean?
You didn't have to rub it in, okay? I already knew that fact.
Okay. Just have to make sure. I'm just kidding. I'd get a beer with you, Sal, if you were legal.
You just gotta wait. Like, what month is it? August 1, 2, like 3.5, like 3.5. Oh no, 3 exactly.
Wait, your birthday's November?
Yeah,
November 16th?
yeah. That's why I said 3 exactly.
Yeah.
It's
That's
exactly.
I put two and two together. Oh, that's
I know.
cool.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's fun. So you'll actually be able to legally have a drink with your parents on Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you already drank with your parents before?
No.
Oh, really? So this is like actually your first time having a drink with your parents because you go to college, so you're not like living at home. So you can actually have a beer with your parents on Thanksgiving?
Maybe. Inconclusive. Come back to you later on that one.
Okay. Or maybe your parents don't drink or whatever, you know. But anyways,
I just don't know if there's normally beer at our Thanksgiving. That's all.
my turkey is made in beer.
Well, we do that too, but like, now he's drinking it.
Well, what beer do you use?
I don't know. They use like I think some shit beer, like a Bud Light or something.
That's why you don't. Yeah, no, mine's made with Sammy Smith Oatmeal Stout. So you drink that shit and you enjoy it. So
I'll take your word for it.
it might not be your cup of tea though, or a mug of beer. So anyways, the back to you boys. So with your sense motives, Nick, you're okay with sense motive. Jake, you suck. Nick, are you satisfied with that, or are you going to try to get yourself a little boon?
No. Is Zara with me?
Zara is with you.
Let's see what she can do.
With sense motive, she doesn't know how to read clans. She's a warrior. She knows how to read warriors.
No, she doesn't know how to read. She knows how to read people. That's intelligence versus wisdom, right?
Oh, that's right. She's wicked dumb. She's wicked dumb. I feel like she'd also be distracted though. I feel like she'd be sitting there like, oh, wow. Like everything that they're like spoon feeding her, she's like, oh, this is delicious, you know? Like all these like falsified facts. You know what I mean? These alternative facts.
Her sense motive's higher than mine. So.
I mean, that makes sense. That tracks. But that's not a her thing. That's a you thing. Gotta roll it for her. Again,
See, that I would luck.
It's up to you, boyo.
And I got the 20, man.
I'm gonna get Aurorum to help me out too.
Aukorum's actually good at that.
Yeah, but what's his roll? Yeah.
He rolled worse. Oh, he has the same modifier as her,
Double them on.
Yep. Are you going to try to assist Aurorum with the... Why not?
I don't really care that much.
Wow. But it's your boy. You'd be like,
Huh?
Jake, why? Can't do it.
Yeah, sure.
I hate the fact that Grimesy wants a fucking Scottish accent.
You can do Aurorum. I believe in you.
Joe, you can't say lucky. You have to use the emote now, or it doesn't work.
True.
Yeah, it's the fact. So, anyways, so you send them kind of like to inform them what it is that you're doing, looking for other clans that may be interested in speaking, so on and so forth. Da 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 da. One of the clans that actually might be interested in speaking, this is going to be to you, Nick, as opposed to you, Jake. What you notice is one of the clans that seems to be somewhat not interested in what's going on as you guys are walking through one of the streets. The person that's kind of like walking around amongst them, you can tell is clearly the warlord of this southern clan. So you're looking over at them as kind of get the impression. Getting the squirrel lines check for sense motive. Looking at the flag, you don't exactly know where this person is, but looking at like their the sigils, the colors, all that stuff, you know that this is clan. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one on the map. You know this is Clan Claw. That's K apostrophe the word claw. Clan Claw. So they are actually a clan that exists very far to the east of where you are. But funny enough, as far as you remember, they're pretty close to Clan Zinquin. Like that, they're pretty close to Clan Zinquin. And maybe somebody that you could actually have a little bit of conversation with about what's going on. Or maybe trade routes or anything else that might be of interest. You're welcome to try to engage with them if you'd like. But yeah, Warlord's check would tell you like what that clan is, the fact that they're over there, they're close to them, but you don't know of any relations that they might happen to have with Zinklin.
So how do I call them over? Do I just like...
You can just walk up. You can just walk
I was going
up
to
to
just squeeze on my Kamatori so it could go... Claw. No.
No.
Terrible,
No, but I definitely
joke.
spelled claw with a C because I don't want anybody to accidentally spell clan wrong, and then we have a whole different situation. Just saying. So claw's definitely spelled with a C. Like,
Oh, look, the Ashen Org just aligned.
no. That's it. I'm changing the clan name now. Changing it. That's it.
How many times did that joke?
No.
How many times?
Okay.
Oh,
It is now Clan Kagong.
That's so bad.
Yep.
Gone.
Kagong. That's what it is now. That you
Now
can
that-
thank Nick for that one.
the clan of national...
All right. Kagong. That's the clan now. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Oh.
All right, yeah, I'll walk over and introduce myself.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Naren. You want my wood? No, I'm sorry.
Yes, right here, right now.
Okay, well, my axe beak's gonna give it to you.
Axe gonna give it to you. Sorry. Oh, didn't he die recently?
Yes, I think so. Right?
Right. DMX, he died, right? All right.
Took longer than I thought. It's a terrible thing to say, but did not live a peaceful life.
All comedians ever. They're still alive. Holy shit! Bill Burr's still talking. So, anyways, it's not the only comedian I listen to. Oh,
He is
Nick,
great, though.
I don't know if you know this is, but I've got Brittany addicted to Andy Schultz now. Andrew Schultz.
I'll
Oh,
have to look.
You would love Andrew Schultz. I'll send you some shit. He does a lot of crowd work. Anyways, continuing. Jake knows who it is.
Yeah, no, basically, I will mock the parade and kind of make a joke of, are you enjoying the pony show?
He would the clan leader of Kagong. Sorry, my apologies. Let me start over. The warlord of Clan Kagong she would turn to you and say, at first, I thought, this good, build hard. This is good to know. Then I see things not so true. I see things that is lies.
Yes, this is all lies. I think we all came here knowing that.
No. No, why would they lie? Well, now I know they lie. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because this could have been chance. Instead, it's waste. Waste of time.
A chance for what?
In the South, we fight. We fight to win. In the North, they sit and get fat. But you be lying to me and you if you didn't like the idea of getting fat yourself. But now I sit here and realize, what do I fight for? Lies?
Well, don't we all sit and wait for our pigs to get fat before we slaughter them?
This is treasonous. Go on.
Like a true Russian.
Stolichnanya. Sorry, Anno. I'm sorry. What do you prefer? Grey Goose? Like, what are you into, Anno? Alright, go ahead.
Grey Goose, come on, 3 olive.
Crystal Skull. I like to drink from head.
I like my McCormick's. Can I get the McCormick's bottom shelf plastic bottle special, please?
Ew.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. Is this Russia or is this Rhode Island? Like,
Yeah. Oh, that's teenage years. Yeah. Bottom shelf vodka and Sunny D. That's where it's at. That's right. Also diabetes.
that's where it's at.
Yes. Well, the North. Let's just say they've been known to do business with cowards and snakes. But we were also here for a chance, for an opportunity. I come with 2 other clans from the South, the real South, seeking to build trade and form alliances for a strong Southern front.
Your colors. I know them. I've seen them before. But I do not know clan name.
We are Clan Kuchibashi, and I am Warlord Naren Kuchibashi.
Kuchibashi. Ah, yes. You were the orphan brats that used to clean up the plains years ago.
Facts.
I remember you. I saw you when I was in my prime. But don't think weak yet. I killed the last person that stepped up, as I'll kill the next and so on. But I remember you. I saw you. You traveled through lands long time ago. I think your clan was small then. You still sad, or do you have numbers that grow?
Oh, we grow. We grow. And don't worry, old lady. One of my best allies is also a decrepit old fool, but he still kills with the best of them.
She looks you down and up and say, well, if you grow well, perhaps I could show you exactly how young I am.
Always. Hey, what's her name? Grundle?
Grendel? No, this is not Grendel's accent or personality. Your pants would already be off.
I don't need potions of enlarged extremity.
Yes.
God. Late TNT spawns the worst shit.
Oh, you know, there's a Grundle is still in every campaign, Nick.
I know. I'm just waiting for it.
Wait till you see Grundle in space.
I
Star
hope it
Wars.
goes. I hope it goes to Cell's Kingdom.
I can't go to Jake's kingdom because he'd be like, "I've done worse," and like hop on it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you probably have to beat Mortimer.
No. She'd be like, "Boys, there was a boys, don't fight over me. I like to play with both. I can share." Oh.
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
like she hands two potions to Mortifer, and he's like, "Two?" And she's like, "Yes, and large extremity, and also to firm other things up."
Oh, Jesus. Right now, just Steve and Joey are aligning on a topic, and it's going to be all bad for all of us.
Okay, well, build it, and they will come. Well,
Yeah,
Jake will.
you had a chance to make a demon.
Oh.
Right?
Uh,
No. Anyway, yes, our clans are all strong and growing. Clan Kuchabashian itself is looking to start trading lumber outside of tribes, as well as potentially Kamatori. What does Clan Kagong have to offer?
Our services that we can offer are a little bit different than perhaps the traditional ones. We exist in the plains, but more importantly, we exist in the plains between some hills. It's kind of a treacherous path or land where we happen to be situated. I certainly don't think any other clan can navigate it anywhere near as safely as we can, and certainly they have not been able to settle there, which is why our borders are comfortably nestled far enough away from anybody else that would wish to claim them. But I would say our focus is not on what we trade, but she leans over, what we can take.
Interesting. You're rather close to Clan Zenquin, correct?
Yes, I'm southwest.
Zenquin seems to be not a fan of Kuchibashi, so I would be more than happy to learn about your services and how I may best leverage them.
Well, I can tell you that's usually the things that try traveling through or near enough to my lands that get impacted enough. The Zinquin's a little bit to the east, but that doesn't mean too much. You see, one of the things that we've been doing lately is we see ourselves as opportunists, if you will.
I see. I'd be interested to know what's been coming through your lands.
You gotta roll a diplomacy check. Something I should have made you roll like a minute ago.
That was not a diplomacy check.
I see that was knowledge local, and you know shit.
This is accurate on all fronts.
Swallow, you want to add to that, or are you happy with how it landed?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay. So, she thinks for a moment. Let's see. DCs, diplomacy DCs are set by, with that modified by, let me just think for a second.
Sense.
Okay. She says, perhaps we can talk another time. You don't want to go saying too much in such open spaces.
Understood. After today's pomp and ceremony, maybe we could arrange to have dinner somewhere near my lodgings, perhaps, or somewhere more discreet.
She shakes her head and says, I don't eat particularly late. We'll just go back to your place.
Sure.
Sorry, you just made me laugh. She says, good. Talk another time. In the meanwhile, lies. And they're talking about some statue and like the significance of it in the battle. And she will lean over and say, my grandfather fought in that battle. What they say they carry isn't true. The real one is in my clan. It's lies. And so she kind of like lets it off from there. For you, Jackie, sir, you would kill a little clan person that you have with you. So the clan down south that you actually find an opportunity to meet with if you want to. You have a couple. Clam Theron is there. But also Clan Vach and Clan Wolfmaw are nearby as well. You know that because obviously Aurorum can point them out. Pretty well.
Yeah. We're on real good terms with Clan Vach. Both me and Yushibashi. Do I want to talk shit or do I want to just talk to someone?
So it's always the decision, right? Like, do I want to piss somebody off or do I want to have a pleasant encounter? I do enjoy pissing people off.
Well, you see, I was planning on having a conversation, but then you started rambling on about like stuff being used in the battle, and I was thinking Varric's would be pretty interested in that. But he'll talk to Clan Throne.
Clan, which one you said?
Theron.
Okay, cool. You go walking up to them, walking up to Clan Theron. Immediately as you walk up, go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check, which is what I was supposed to do to Nick before, but I booked up. He got that BFF discount, you know what I'm saying? He got that nepotism right there. And for the record, Green.
Good for me.
Green, I'm joking. Green. Don't yell at me for nepotism. It was a joke.
You actually want diplomacy?
Well, I want Kajinxi diplomacy, which is there's two options to that.
Intimidation, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. There you go.
Are you satisfied with your 21, knowing how diplomacy works?
Lucky.
Remember, to those of you in chat, if somebody's hostile towards you, it's 25 plus charisma modifier. Unfriendly, which most clans are unfriendly, it's 20 plus. If they're indifferent, 15 plus. If they're friendly, it is 10 plus. If they're helpful, it is 5 plus.
Yeah, 25. I mean, I've never spoke to these guys before, so.
Hey, here you are. So you go walking up to him. What do you say?
What's up, bro?
You literally walk up to him and you're like, "What?"
I was thinking about
Nah, it's pictures. Run your pockets. Run your pockets. Those are nice shoes.
He probably he'll walk up and. Do
You're
I
strong, my
know
boy.
their warlord?
Oh.
With my 25 check.
Yeah. 1 second, because you got a good roll with that one. Okay. Oh yeah, what's their name again? You wrote it down right before Sal.
I don't think I got the clan leader, but I'll look. Chang.
I've got it. His name's Bill.
No, I don't think I've ever gotten the clan leader. Just that their clan throne. The leader's name isn't particularly important.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Bill.
I'd
It's
believe
been
it.
stated.
Or Tony.
No.
I hated that so much.
Jesus, yeah. I wanted to punch you in the pee-pee. The name is Aiko.
Aiko.
Okay. You'd probably walk up and say, Throne Aiko. And kind of just give him like the nod at first of acknowledgement. See if it's returned.
They look back at you and say, Warlord Densho, it's a pleasure to meet it's a pleasure to meet with the Ashen Orc.
He nods again. We've never met previously. You don't sit too far away.
Sorry, my apologies. He says, yes, there is simply the matter of your ally between us.
Yes. You don't get on with Shadow.
I didn't say that we don't get along. They certainly are comfortably settling themselves pretty close to our borders. That must be a sign of kinship.
Well, let's make no mistake. We all push our borders.
Nod saying,
You would border somebody else, I assume.
Actually, let me double check that before I answer your question. I have left a comfortable breath of space between myself and other clans. Actually, matter of fact,
Don't get too comfortable. I would, if I were you, continue my expansion. You don't
expand
want to get too comfortable.
expand too far and too fast, and you leave yourself spread out.
Yes. They're a decent sized clan, aren't they?
They are, at least in numbers.
Yeah. You have many people. Sure, it's not a big issue, but now you have a neighbor in Shadow. I hear.
I'm not entirely convinced that my neighbor is going to enjoy the neighborhood. The mountains are not for the faint of heart. Now, I understand that somebody as mighty as the Ashen Orc would not be intimidated by the majesty, the tremendous size and dangers of the region that Throne calls home. But Clan Shadow, it has no idea what it's getting itself into. The giant attacks. Winter's coming, as they say in Game of Thrones.
Winter is coming. It's nearly upon us. So, how does Clan Throne fare? You have lucrative. Hang on a second.
We
I'll
produce
deal with it in a minute.
we produce more steel weapons than any other clan, provided all the way to the north. And we have our own trades when it comes to other dealings. Now, of course, we do not have a monopoly on the iron industry yet. But, rumors are that other clans' ore might be running dry. So, there may be more opportunity for me yet.
Well, that puts you in a good position then. Tell me your ore, your steel, your weaponry. It's of good quality.
Of course it is, but quality doesn't matter. It's quantity. When the battle constantly rages, there's always another sword to hand arms to. And nobody can produce weapons as quickly as we do. Best craftsman, all of Kajinksi. If we had our hands
best.
on a little gnome as well, perhaps we could also make it all of Eroth.
A funny little fellow, isn't he? Have you met with anyone from Shadow?
Unfortunately, Shado decided to welcome themselves into the neighborhood by spitting in our eye and sending us a little rat.
Who did they send you?
Some Dell. Walks like a Dell, talks like a Dell, and even has that filth in their blood.
He'll get a very, I don't know if it's knowing look from Varix. Like, he tends to also despise the parent. He'll say, I see. Well, what do you think of, I'm changing the subject, what do you think of the tour so far?
It's not bad. I like these statues. It's made well. Besides, it's good to know about our history.
It is. It is. Rather enjoying it. Not so much I'm noticing from the others. What do you say? Maybe we might meet again. You said you have quantity in regards to steel. I may need to arm my own soldiers. And if Shado can't meet that demand, maybe you can.
I'm more than capable of transporting goods between my lands and yours. That's not an issue. Shado may be in the most direct path, but there are many routes. Some of them, maybe even in their lands.
Varix gives him a nod and says, well then. We should continue learning about our past. Our past is important. As important as the future. Knowing who you are and where you came from.
The Barren Lands. Like you.
Like me.
Yeah, you're pretty sure this is the third generation warlord of Theron?
Mhm.
From the Barren Lands. Okay, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah. How's that toilet you're sitting on? Enjoying that
You've
bidet?
got a sewage system, I see.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
And yeah, like, I mean, he's just introducing himself, and he'll just go back to actually listening about the various parts on the tour.
Okay. So when the tour kind of comes to its end, because your character's kind of like, well, I suppose, at one point in time, you would notice that your granddaughter would separate herself from Clan Zinquin, walking, and of course she was dressed to the nines, dressed to kill, looking absolutely stunning. By the way, he called her old. She's only 32.
He left her there when she was no more than a child.
32 is not old.
Got old.
32 is not old. First of all,
orc?
First of all, my wife is 33. So, you know what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you don't want to call 32 old. She can be scary. She's your height.
Oh, well played.
So, anyways, the you notice that she, of course, excuses herself because as you guys are walking to the toward area, one of the establishments nearby that kind of like watching because it's interesting for other people's on the sidelines as well to watch the parade of other clans coming through, right? Including, let's be honest, there are male and female, and I suppose non-binary as well, people on the sidelines that are specifically like there to see if they can catch the eye of a single warlord to help elevate their own position, you know? Because it's not like you guys have like, you must marry within the court or any bullshit like that. So if you happen to be walking by and be like, ooh, that one, and things work out, hey, that could be like, hey, now they're a princess or prince, right? So anyways, she notices a gaggle of friends off to the side that she goes to speak with. Opening up an opportunity, kind of like rushing ahead to speak with them, and clearly will be talking to them for a little bit of time, allowing as the group passes before she comes and catches back up. So that allows for this gap of time for you to go and speak with Zin Quinn if you wanted to.
Oof. If we're gonna speak to Zin Quinn, we're both gonna speak to Zin Quinn.
You guys come up on either side of them, like any Tweedledee, Tweedledum person, like a gangster movie, you know what I'm talking about? It's kind of like shoulder to shoulder with them. Good.
Varys would just look over to Naren and try to like motion to Zin Quinn.
Oh yeah, we can walk right up. Muscle in.
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Okay. Did you have the warlord's name written down, or is it Dara like a okay, what is it?
What is it,
Sally, I
Farquaad?
think.
What is it?
Farquaad? Farquaad?
No, that was the.
Oh, that's a different one.
diplomat. That's the dude that Varix
he's
has.
here.
He's with you guys.
Oh, he's in your pocket, right? Or is that the different one?
He's walking with him.
Yeah, he's the staff now.
Yep.
It's funny, Joey, that you think it's only third generation. Like, do you know when the Irish came to Boston? Have any idea how many generations ago that was? Like,
Do you know how quickly and prodigiously the Irish spawn children?
I mean, like, saying
Irish Catholics don't believe in contraceptives. Okay, they're like fucking cockroaches.
In Boston, you'd be like 8th generation American, and you'd be like, I'm proud Irish. That's just how it is. You know what I mean?
I think of Italians.
Or in the sake of my family, not even Irish. Like, I'm proud Irish. It's like, Grandpa's crest was Scottish, but that's okay. It's okay because he's not our biological grandpa. Our biological grandpa was living in Jacksonville, Florida. Like,
I was gonna say that Scottish crest, so you're half English, huh?
No. Actual blood grandpa, because mom got a DNA test so many years ago, like 5-6 years ago, whatever it was now, is predominantly Italian. So, you know, yay.
Yeah.
But grandma was like German and stuff, so on mom's side. So, anyways, back to game. What were we saying? Where are we at? You guys go walking up to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me your diplomacy check. Who leads and who follows? Okay, too late.
They walk in tandem, okay?
We know who's
They match
following.
system.
That was the assist.
Right on
That's
the money.
nice. That's nice.
That's impressive.
I'm just gonna walk up. Limp Quinn.
Why are you using diplomacy? My God. Yeah, do one of you guys want to luck it?
Yeah,
It would have to be Jake because Nick, if you can luck it, because if you can get to 20, you give him a +3 instead of a +2.
Sure.
Oh, only a 19, so you still only give him a +2. Jake, you want to luck it?
Yeah.
Use it up before Cell does.
Oh, excuse you. I haven't used a
Hey!
single thing of luck. My God.
We're still not gonna meet the thing though.
Well, you're 22, and they
Yeah.
are definitely hostile.
Yeah.
They're probably beyond hostile. They literally tried to kill us.
I mean, most people just consider that hostile.
Hostile and like being hostile and literally trying to murder someone. It's like a little different there.
We didn't fail by 5 more, so we're alright. I feel like I should be getting at least a plus 7 for bringing her Grand Diplomat back.
I mean, intimidation factor. You have the dude's head on a nicely crafted staff.
Chat, do you think that he should get a +2 circumstance bonus for having a masterworked dome piece?
I think that's fair.
I think that's a fair request. Oh yeah, 18 plus 4 is 22.
You'd still fail. So
A guy perhaps says yes, definitely. Sure. Wow, Joey. Sure. Yeah, we can give him a
Everyone says
+2. Joey's like, we can give him a +2, but on the flip side, they attack him in the middle of the streets. So.
that would work out for them, to be fair.
Okay, so that's a +2. So your 22 becomes a 24. Any other bonuses that you can muster up from somewhere, boyos? Want to look over your abilities, see if there's anything else that you can squeeze together.
I'm doing that right now.
No, I could have rolled twice and taken the better check. Which
Why?
I probably should have done. Because I
What?
can do that one today.
You have to call it beforehand?
I would assume so. It just says once per day as a free action, roll twice and take the better result on a skill check or ability check.
That's beforehand.
Oh yeah, I don't give a +2. I give a +3 because of my 8 allies ability.
That's true.
You still fail.
Or in the
because-
words of Celsier, that is.
True. Anyway, you still fail because that's 25 exactly.
So it's 25 exactly. Let's assume that they have a 10 or 11 charisma modifier. That could be a success. Anything greater than that, it's a failure. So any other things you can squeeze in there? Anything else you could jam in last second?
Not unless somebody else can aid as well.
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Are they wearing any perfumes? Oh wait.
Yeah, the blood of their enemies. Oh,
Oh, hey, an additional +2 circumstance bonus.
Ah.
Doesn't stack, so it doesn't matter.
Jake, you got anything else hiding in there? Anything tucked away?
Not that I didn't have to declare before. I just need to remember that I actually have the ability, which I always forget about. No.
Can you blood rage to get a bonus?
I can, but not. I can't. It just wouldn't work.
You just blood rage and walk out. What do you mean? That sounds
March towards them in a rage.
So hold up. With that blood rage thing that you're talking about there, you can. How does blood rage give a bonus to intimidate?
Well, it would allow me to add a 1d6.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That
If
could
they're
matter.
Flanking. So,
It's
but
actually-
imagine not walking up to him and being like, bonk
Yeah.
him on the head with the thing like Rafiki.
Yeah.
Put this on a squash banana.
It's a pretty good number, but it's gonna fail. But I think it'll still be intimidating, right?
Yeah.
Failing the DC by like a 2 is still like pretty scary in my opinion. But
I wish I could say, yeah, use your reroll, but that's raw, baby. That's raw.
Yeah.
So
And I'm good with that.
yeah, we all know Joey likes it raw. So why don't we pushing on? So we're pushing in. You guys walk up to either side of him, and you say, Nick is hard searching for an ability for you.
I am.
What do I would just, we know the name of the person, which I have forgotten 3,000 times.
The Duru?
Zinquin Sally.
Duru, isn't it?
What was that?
Daru? Daru?
Aru?
Yeah, you're right.
With a D.
Daru.
Daru.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, he would just say a name. And prominently place a hand on the top of the skull that I have. And say, Cross says hello.
Daru themselves is not young, but not old either. They are more the type of Karuk that would make Densho's homogenistic mindset happy, knowing that he has a foe that he can respect as a species. He's a terrible person. Might be a good thing. If he is 100% orc, you're not entirely sure, but pretty damn close to it, right? He might have a little Kuru in him. But either way, so yeah, if you see the orc standing there. Being an orc, he's not even he's not that tall. He's standing at maybe like a 5'1", right? 5'1", very stocky build, dressed well, like good furs that are well designed, well layered, with like objects of value kind of put into it, but not objects of value meaning like gold and gems. No. Like stones that have like carvings into them that suggest like maybe they're magical runes or would be of faith or faithful or whatever in nature, like religious in nature, but carved out of like precious stones like a jade or something like that. But it's not the material necessarily of value. It's like how it's carved, the craftsmanship, so on and so forth. That's going to be put on there. Or maybe like an arrowhead that's kind of put on there, but the arrowhead made out of like a fine or rare metal. You know, things like this, kind of like adorning the furs. I can't get the word furs in my head. The furs that they're wearing. So they're dressed this way. They of course have their weaponry and everything on them. They look fully adorned. So as you walk over and you walk up and you say your line, placing your hand on top of the skull, kind of like delivering your line, and you are taller than them because you're a little unusually tall.
Yep.
Placing your hand on the skull. He doesn't even flinch, doesn't look at the skull or anything like that, and he says, "The weak die." And to put a voice onto it, he says, "The weak die."
They do, and then Varix will pull out like a wineskin or something, and he'll say, "Drink."
He looks at the wineskin and says, "I will," and takes the wineskin.
No. I open the wineskin.
Huh?
I drink.
Yeah.
Then I give it to him. Not
Okay.
letting him get sick and then say I poisoned him. All right.
Wow. You mean it was the fish? It was the fish. As somebody who's managed restaurants, I can't tell you how many times somebody has like had dinner, left the restaurant, and called an hour later on, being like, "Yo, that chicken that I just ate there made me sick," and I'm like, "That's not how biology works." That's like, I'm sorry, but that was not the chicken. Like, no, I just ate chicken. I don't think it was good. That's not. There's literally. It's not even in your intestines yet, buddy. Like that is not how that works. It's no. Sorry, but no. Anyway, so you open the thing up. So he reaches for it, and you kind of pull it back like an inch or two, pop it open, take a nice long draw, and then you hand it to him. And as you go to hand it to him, he says, "Do you always offer your backwash?" And he says, "Do you always offer your backwash when you meet with superior clans?"
I was just showing my intentions. I, not like others, don't poison my fellow warlords.
No, nothing of the sort. Poisoning warlords? No. Though I do have to say, the old ways do suggest By taking in your enemy to yourself, much of their strength can come to you. You offer me bits of your spittle. Perhaps it offers me life. He takes a nice
Open your
long
mouth
draw.
then and I'll spit in it for you.
Whoa! We know what Jason's no. So anyways, you say that as he takes the draw, and he'll actually kind of like spit a little as he's like Snickers as you say that. Like he swallows it down and says, "The drink is shit like your insults. Listen, if I want to extend my life, I only have to end yours."
What did he say? Sorry, I'm hearing two things at the same time.
You're fine. If I want to extend my life, I only have to end yours.
If you're smart, you'd do it now.
He looks around with all the other clans about and says, "Now I see why they gave you this, the Bordering clan. It doesn't take much brilliance to run something down there, does it?"
How quickly did you replace your friend? He was rather incompetent. I only kicked him once.
Friend?
Yes, you're, as they say in the north, a grand diplomat. Your emissary, little Fouquois.
Fouquois was no friend. He's a sniveling idiot.
Just an underling, then, yes? Doing what he's
Yes.
told? Just incompetent enough to do it.
Yes.
Yes, yes. At this point, like, I mean, I've been talking for a while. I'll look to Naren and see if he wants to jump in at any point.
I'm still loving this indirect kiss you two just shared.
You're comfortable with it. So you look over to Naren. As you look over to Naren, he goes, "Ah, yes, I did see you brought your pet."
He starts to laugh.
I don't see Cell anywhere. Where's Tessel? Your pet. Where's his mother?
He says, "Ah, yes, I see you brought your pet."
Very laughs. I don't know if Naren wants to say anything.
It's a nice jacket.
He nods. He says, "I'll be sure to honor you with it at your funeral. Is there a reason why you two came over here, or is it just to embarrass yourself?"
I think the only embarrassed one is you. You already failed once.
Yeah, that's that
Oh, yeah,
linger.
looks good on you.
I mostly just wanted to see the face of the people whom, whose men I slaughter.
I hear empty threats, false accusations, and lies. Indeed, I'm in the north.
Oh, I'm sure. You're about as northern as they get. You look like you're getting nice and water fed.
He does say, "It is nice when you don't have to do the work yourself because you have a clan full of loyal and somewhat capable subordinates to do it for you."
Is that what your sire told your mother?
He looks at you and says, "How do the pixies fare you on the western border?"
The same as the pixies that fare me on my northern border.
He shakes his head and says, "The two of you have earned, if you want to call it that, or have been appointed, if you believe in nepotism, clans that suit you well. Took you away in a corner, and let you quabble with one another until you eventually die. How goes that alliance that you're sharing?
Strong.
Hmm? The people get along well?
How's yours?
Fantastic. Trade has been up. War has been down. Coffers are nice and full. Actually, almost as full as my bed. Now, you haven't had any financial issues as of late, have you? Winter's coming, and you don't want to be caught without a means to feed your people.
Are you offering charity?
He shakes his head. No. I
Because
may
then
pity
really would
you,
be
but I'm
very
not.
weak.
He says, I may pity you, but I'm not willing to share my goods with you.
For someone who has such disdain for the border clans, it's unusual, and I haven't quite worked out why you wanted control of them in the first place.
I have no disdain for the border clans. There are some people down there that are strong, stout, firm people down there. Unfortunately,
Unlike
then there's the
everyone
rest.
in Zinquin. Yes, I see.
Come to Zinquin. Let's see what you find.
No,
I
I'd
will.
much rather watch you throw your resources away, sending people to fight your wars for you because you're too fat and lazy to raise an arm.
Another
We
false
enjoy.
accusation.
We enjoy. Yes, yes, false. And I'm sure all those gold and gems that come stamped with the old king seal. Yes, those came into Clan Vox just by the Southern Tribes' whim, right? Uh, your money stinks. You stink like northern fat lies. This is a waste of time. All we see here is a sad wannabe orc. Do you even know how to fight anymore, or do you stick to your meat marauder boards and you spend money? Yes, and spend words. Currency of the week.
I'm quite capable in handling my blade. However, I need not lift it unless I face an adversary that's worthy of my time. However, you are mildly more entertaining than this walk.
Yes, well, I'll let you lift your blade with your fellow northern tribesmen.
I think I will. A sparring match can be a great opportunity to enhance my trading. Speaking of trading, now, unless I'm mistaken, you've recently made dealings with Paradel, didn't you?
Not our clans.
Oh, but the way the three of you have joined yourselves at the hip, if one of you does something perceived as treacherous, you might all go down for it. I'd hate to find out that Paradel got some important Kajinxi secrets during their little trip into southern Kajinxi.
As I remember it, the only Paradol that came through Jinxie are all dead in the Barren Lands.
All of them.
I know. Do I know that Tesla took him back? I can't even remember.
No, none of our ambassadors were even there.
True. Then I would just say, as far as I know, they were ran down while they were fleeing.
Were they?
That's right. The clans we do business Well, definitely reflect on us, don't they?
Well, you go on and you sit there enjoying your lies. I see now that I thought for a moment I had some spark sorry, I thought for a moment that there was some spark of quality in the person that in the people that look to face me, and I realized that you can't even properly handle your own affairs. How long do you think you'll last at this point? A year? I hear the baby, what is it? A new babe has been born already. Pale in skin, ashen features. Must be your time. Must be your time.
Oh, I don't feel weak yet. So I'd say that you would be wrong.
Perhaps they're rumors. Or perhaps that was your last spring. I hope you enjoyed it.
At this point, Brace will let him get his word in, and then he'll look to Naren. Shall we leave?
Yes, we can leave. I really hope my commentary shits right in front of this guy as we walk away.
You just give it the shit tap.
Yeah,
It's actually one of the skill tricks that what's his name taught him. He's like,
Shit, man.
It's funny too because what the hell's the character's name? Green's character?
Tonscreet.
So Tonscreet's like, Commander, I wanted to let you know that I understand that in the middle of the night when your commatory wakes you up because it needs to go to the bathroom and it's cold out or uncomfortably warm and you don't want to be out there for particularly long walking it, I taught it a command to make it shit very quickly for you so that you don't have to be stuck out there for particularly long. And you're like, wow, that's actually a genuinely good feature to have on a pet. That's amazing. You turn around, you walk by somebody you don't like, shits. Walk by somebody you don't like, shits. Like, I love you, Tonscreet. You need another promotion.
Phoenix, what kind of world did you grow up in?
Oh, okay. Well then. That's
It's a thing.
Okay. Apparently. All I'm saying is that he's sitting there as your commentator is doing this, being like, Tonscreet, you're the shit.
Hey. And actually, yeah, Joey's right. I'm pretty sure we actually knew that Tessel basically gave the parent a bunch of money and set them free and told them everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told him very easy to get information. My bad.
Sure.
Yeah, sorry. They totally don't know that there's clans and how the government structure, how the clans work in the north. They totally don't have trade networks there and spies all over the place.
Sure.
We don't know that conversation you had with them,
No.
do we?
Yeah.
You don't.
No. I mean, I don't know if you
Means
gave
so,
them a
like-
list of, the northern food imports and how long they could withstand a siege for. I don't know.
I don't know that either. So, but either way, I think the guys talk full shit because there's no secrets Tesla knows to the state that's of any importance.
Oh, sweet innocent Tessel. It's not about what things Tessel or his clan have told them. It's what things the clans find out that Tessel and his clan have told them.
Yeah, he's gonna be lying because he is a cunning, dastardly man.
No, he's just gonna tell them everything you said, but spin it in like a ooh way you did this, and it's gonna make us look guilty.
And then, I'll respond like, now tell him, I don't know. We'll figure it out then. I can't respond this thing. I don't know if that's happened yet.
Cool. So eventually this whole encounter, like your granddaughter would come back, and you can clearly tell that she's having a grand old time with the clan leader here. That she is, even without her stilettos, as Joey defined. She's 5-6 inches taller than him, even without that. And so the thing, she like towers over him. So he's just kind of like, step on me. Anyways, so the
Bit in my mouth.
yeah, make your grandfather watch. Except
Okay, too far, buddy. Too far.
so anyways, you sorry, I can't stop. Ever since what's his name said it like a year and a half ago. What's his name? Messi said like a year and a half ago. Help me, brother. I'm stuck. The funny part is, I genuinely didn't know that that was a thing until he said it, and now I'm like, holy shit, that's it. And the number of comedians that bring it up too. I'm like, holy shit, that is such a thing. Oh, it's so funny, so funny. Anyways, help me, stepbrother. I'm stuck.
Ah.
Anyways, so the thing comes to a conclusion with the clans going its separate ways, and no, not going separate ways, ending with you guys being at like a small semi gala, right? This is going to be like an event where you guys would have like lots of food and drink and whatnot there, or it's meant to be like this is supposed to be the time that you would intermingle with others, right? But this kind of intermingling is very public, so this is the kind of the thing that Cell's character is going to try to slip into, and hope that he's not noticed.
Yeah, should I? Do you want to roll something today? Do you want to wait next week?
You can roll something right now. Slip into unnoticed. Oh, ladies, roll me a diplomacy check with a -20.
That's a bit harsh, but also very reasonable.
Get your thing to assist you. Your
I can only use that once.
what? Your grand diplomat?
Yeah,
using
I'm
it,
wait-
like aid another. More or
Yeah.
less.
Oh yeah, she could do that, right? Just roll the.
I mean, or you
-20
could
as well.
have her roll it. You know what I mean?
So, well, I mean, yeah. So that's her roll. It's my roll. It's noticed, but you know what? Tessel walks it off. Who cares?
It's pretty heavily noticed, but that's something that you already knew that was going to be noticed, and this is the thing that he is referring to.
Yeah, but that's waiting for the main gala.
Correct. Anyways, so you guys go in, and this is where you're going to intermingle with the others. I imagine there's no other important conversation you want to have with any of the other clans at the moment. And don't forget, tomorrow night's like the big night, right? So the big thing, last thing I would say here is, would your characters want to interact with each other at all at this point?
I'll probably come over at some point and like, hey, what's up, dude? Like anything I should know about that happens, but nothing to be too.
I mean, I would fill you in on what happened.
Yeah, I guess I would have
especially with
the
Throne.
secrets. I told the parent no secrets. I'm assuming it's gonna be another lie they spin.
No, the best political damage will be done to spin the truth in a way that seems harmful.
So a lie still. Just one of a grain of truth in it, but it's still a lie.
No, it's truth just spun in a way to make you look bad. It's just wordplay. That's how these people work.
I think we're in agreement. Just difference of opinion on the word to use.
All right.
Feels very northernly.
It's like saying like, the truth is you went to Brown University, but the truth is you went to Brown University. You know, I mean, it is Brown. It's like,
Yeah, but I mean, our
I
character.
mean, it's in Rhode Island, so it can't be good, right?
it's like the premier school of Rhode Island, and everybody shits on it. Like, watch.
That's why it's called Brown.
Nah, I probably just talk to some people, but honestly, I probably, no, I'm waiting to impress on tomorrow. So yeah, I kind of stay low key.
Okay. Anything else your two characters want to do? And while you're giving me a response, Ash, if there was a command that Nick could give his commentator to shit on command, What would that command be? Like, what's the command word to shit on command? In Kijinxi, in Karuk. Go ahead, boys. Anything else you wanted to say or do for your characters at this last little gala thing?
I would tell Tesla that I spoke to Clan Throne, and just tell him more or less that I was just kind of sussing them out, and yeah, they go for quantity over quality, and that is the competition.
He nods. That's what we expected. And when there's still shatters against ours, they realize their mistakes.
But the thing being is, like you said, that steel might shatter, but they have so many to replace it.
That implies that they have enough time to get replacement weapons.
They are no small clan. Be wary, but be proactive.
He nods. My army is fitted with the best armors and weapons our lands can make. We can equip your men with the same if you have the money to pay for the time and costs.
Of course. Wouldn't want me go with these cheap imitations.
Of course.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Cool. I'm fucking exhausted. That will be the session for today. Why don't we wrap it up? Sell, Jake, anything that you guys want to say? I don't know if there's anything you guys have been up to or going to be doing soon. Jake, obviously Wednesday's a thing, but Sell, anything you have coming up? Any streams you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna start streaming again once I move into my new apartment. Probably like the weekend after, so in like 2 weeks.
Do you need next week off?
No, that's like first day of school, but I have no classes because any class before 5 p.m. is not a thing. So
cool. I just want to make sure I'm not disrupting you, because, like, for instance, Regicide this week, I can't do Regicide. Tyler is doing a thing, and it's Rena's anniversary. So, I'm just gonna hang out with Messi. So, actually, jokes aside, I might actually play a video game, unless I have because like on Wednesday, which is a day off, so I'm gonna spend with family or whatever. But after I'm done doing the stream, unless I have time to get those votes out there for an update, I might actually just play a video game on Friday night for the stream, which might be fun. I might actually do like a community fun thing. I mean, not Among Us, but maybe something else. We'll see. But
I will be suffering. On Tuesdays, I have
like
8:30 a.m. lab, so life is pain.
Life is pain. All right, cool. Looking forward to you getting back to learning about history. And
I'm a comp sci major. We went through this conversation a couple minutes ago, like 4 hours ago.
Jake, Wednesday. What's happening with Wednesday?
Wednesday we are having a extra long session.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know exactly how long, but
none of us do.
Yeah.
But it starts at 7 a.m. the usual time, and I don't have to work. Actually, I kind of do have to work. So a funny thing happens. One of my tenants, their brother, he bought another place, and so he kept like his house, but he got like another house to move into, and he was trying to decide whether or not to sell his house. But like the market is so crazy right now, you don't necessarily want to do both at the same time, like sell and buy at the same time. So they just bought first and figured they'd sell afterwards because the market was in their favor. But then all of a sudden his sister was like, because my tenant's looking to save up to buy a house, he was like, oh, hey, why don't you just like move into this other house that I still have, I don't want anymore, and you could just like take over it. So they actually like kind of short notice, but like a positive way, because we love them, just moved out. And I just did a walkthrough on Sunday yesterday. So like Wednesday starts my turning of the apartment. So I'm going to spend a lot of Wednesday after the stream ends, plastering and painting and stuff like that, which is cool. I won't lie though. Not only am I going to miss them, because like I liked them as people. Everybody's a pain, but like they actually like legit like cleaned everything before they left and what. I mean, Nick, you should have seen this place. Like, who's lived in the first floor. What, I've never seen it this clean when somebody moved out. I'm like, holy shit. We're talking like appliances have been moved away from the walls, and like swept and
Wow.
mopped it. Like everything was taken care of. Like, I mean, Nick, like literally the stove was taken apart to be cleaned, and they, you know, the parts that kind of like catch the crumbs or whatever inside the stove top, went out and bought new ones just in case. I'm like, I already liked them as people, and now I'm like, you guys are just like really fucking awesome people. Like, I'm gonna miss you. So we're definitely gonna go out and sadly she doesn't really drink, and he only drinks like Bud 30 racks. So usually I'd buy you like a bottle of something, but instead we're gonna get him like a gift card just to say like thank you, because like they're so awesome. So
I've had to replace parts of subfloors because when tenants moved out, the apartment smelled so bad that I couldn't get it out of the floor with bleach or acetone.
Yep. But either way, so no, I'm genuinely happy. I got to do a lot of plastering and painting though, because their little one, I mean, she kept walking up to different parts of the wall. I drew on that with crayon. They're like, you know, that's not good, right? She goes, eh. I was like, well, it's okay. I'll be painting over everything anyways. So, not my kid, not my problem. But anyways, so I'm going to be having a lot of extra fun this week, but Friday night, I definitely want to play a video game that'll be like great to mellow out. Maybe I'll even Ooh, Joey. Maybe I can figure out how to stream on Twitch with my PS4, if that's even a thing that can be done. So I could play a little bit of Mass Effect on there, not from the beginning. So, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. But, cool. Everybody want to go to bed?
Sleep is for the weak.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
Shadow Tesla what?
Sleep is for the weak.
Jake, you ready for a nap?
Definitely.
Cool.
Definitely am. Yeah.
Hey, tell the kids, it's nap time. Come cuddle with Dad. We're sitting on the couch. We're watching some Bluey.
Yep.
All right, awesome. Let's get out of here.
What are the words I just said?
What?
What? Wait, what did you just say?
I said it's nap time. Kids, come on the couch and cuddle with Daddy. We're gonna
Oh,
watch.
I-
We're gonna watch some Bluey.
Okay, yeah, I have. That's where you lost me.
Watch some Bluey. You've been a part of our conversations where we've talked about Bluey.
Have I?
Yeah.
What
I
is?
think so.
Oh, by the way, sorry. Now you got me distracted. Nick's like, shut the fuck up. I want to go to bed. We were bringing out the trash last night, Sunday night. I was bringing out the trash, and so I was having the bin talk, because, you know, bin night, right? So I was having the big recycle bin talk, because it looks like the ones that they have in Bluey for the recycling. Our trash just goes in bags, though. Anyways, so I was having a talk, and so it was just funny because like Brittany's like, oh, as like Rory and I are doing like a midnight chat, and as we're walking back, we look across the street and we could just barely see into the neighbor's window, and they're in there watching Bluey, and I was like, it was so awesome. I was like, oh, there we go. It's like, that's right. Come from a land down under. All right, ready to go? Let's get out of here. See if there's somebody we can raid. Let's see if someone's grandma is here. Ooh. Let's raid you. Because you're sexy. Let's go raid a sexy person. You boys want to say bye?
Goodbye, chat. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.